Hi, 8th grade. Today I will be showing you a wonderful new way to graph the equation of a line. We're going to be learning something called slope-intercept form. The slope-intercept form of a line is something that will be very useful in your study of algebra. We're going to start with an example. If you know the slope of a line and its y-intercept, you can quickly graph it. And we have the steps right here. We're going to use this as an example. So let's say that you want to graph the line with slope -2/5 and y-intercept 4. Here's what you do. First, you start with the y-intercept. Your y-intercept is where your line begins. In fact, we're going to use the variable b to signify the y-intercept. Think to yourself, B is where my line begins. In this particular problem, the y-intercept is 4. That's where my line begins. I'm going to put it out at 1, 2, 3, 4. There's my line beginning. Now, if I have a slope of -2/5, I'm going to start with the y-intercept. I'm going to go down to and over 5. I'm going to count 2 units down and 5 units right to graph the second point. So down 2, 1, 2, and to the right 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's my second point. Let me get rid of some of the extra dots. Let me try that again. Trying that again. I'm going to begin my line at the point on the y-axis of 4. I'm going to go down 2 and over 4, over 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to get my second point. And I'm going to draw a line through my 2 points. Use a ruler, please. I have now graphed a line with a negative slope that's going downhill. Now that you know how to do that, we're going to take a look at that slope-intercept form. We're going to be using the magic equation y equals mx plus b. So if we know the slope of a line, we'll call that m. If we know the y-intercept of the line, we're going to call that b. These two variables are always used to signify slope. So m is slope and y-intercept. b is y-intercept. You have to know that. So when you're jotting down your notes, make sure that you copy this formula, y equals mx plus b. Make sure that you write that b is your y-intercept and m is your slope. So now here's our problem. Write the equation that describes the line in slope-intercept form given a slope of 1/4 and a y-intercept of 4. That's all you have to do. I know the slope is 1/4. I know the y-intercept is 4. So where I see the m, I put in a 1/4. Where I see the b, I'll put in a 4. So if I know my slope and y-intercept, I get my corresponding equation. Y equals 1/4 x plus 4. On to the next problem. We're going to write an equation for a line, and we're going to graph it. So let's hold on just 1 second. Okay. First, we're going to find the y-intercept, and we're going to use 2 points to find the slope. We know that the 2 points of this line are -4, 1, and -2, 2. These are the 2 points that were given. I've already graphed these. Here's the first point. Here's the second point. Now, to find the y-intercept, we're going to graph our line by connecting the 2 dots. And we're going to go through the line. Whoops, I missed. See, that's why you should use a ruler. Whoops. Hold on. All right. We'll just move those lines up there. We're going to draw our line through these 2 points. And we're connecting our dots, and we're getting pretty close. I would be even closer if I use a ruler. And I see that my y-intercept here is 3. crosses the y-axis at 3. Now, I have 2 points. I don't know the slope, but I can figure the slope out by either using rise over run or counting down and over. So remember, slope is change in y over change in x. So change in y is 2 minus 1. Change in x is -2 minus a -4. 2 minus 1 is 1. And -2 plus 4 becomes 2. So my slope is 1/2. Now I'm going to put those values into the equation right here. Y equals 1/2. Where did I get the 1/2? Well, that's my slope. Plus 3. What does the 3 stand for? That's my y-intercept. So if I'm given the slope and the y-intercept, I just put it in the formula and I'm good to go. All right, now we're going to write an equation given the slope and the y-intercept. So we know we're given the fact that the slope is 2, and we're given the fact that we have a point 3, 4. Here's how we're going to find the y-intercept. We're going to find the y-intercept by using the formula y equals mx plus b, where you see the y, you're going to put in the value for y. So y is 4. I'm going to put the 4 right here underneath the y. And I know that my x is 3. So right here below the x, I'm going to put a 3. And I know my slope is 2. Something right here. So right here under m, I'm going to put a 2. I just put the values in for the variables. Secondly, you're going to solve for b. So 2 times 3 is 6. 4 equals 6 plus b. If I subtract 6 from both sides, I get -2 equals b. So once again, here's how it is. If I have 4 equals 6 plus b, I subtract 6 from each side, I get -2 equals b. Let's see if I can find my. Okay. So now that I know my slope is -2 and my slope is 2. The slope is 2 and my y-intercept is -2. I put them in to their appropriate spots and I get my formula y equals 2x minus 2. All right, we're almost done. So this time we have an equation and we want to use the slope-intercept form to graph the line. This is much quicker than using an xy function table. The first thing you have to do is to solve for y because we want to use the form y equals mx plus b. So all we're doing right here is solving for y. First of all, we're going to subtract 3x from each side. That gives us 2y equals -3x plus 6. And then we're going to divide by 2. So after we divide each term by 2, we get y equals -3/2 x plus 3. To graph this, remember, you're going to begin with the y-intercept. The y-intercept is 3, so that's this dot here. Then you're going to use the slope to find the second point. You're going to go down 3, and over 2. Oh, there's my second point. And then you're going to use a ruler to connect your dots. And there's the graph of my line. I've done what I've accomplished, and it's much quicker than using a function table. That's all for today. Come in tomorrow, ready to practice. I'll see you then. Bye-bye.